Hello, 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 and welcome to Kaylin's Corner. I'm your host, Kaylin, and this is my corner of the internet, where I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. Thank you for joining me, and I hope this finds you well. Welcome to my corner of the internet, where we can learn, love, and grow together. I, that was something that I had thought about the other day, and I was like, I gotta put this in my notes before I forget. But I feel like that's pretty accurate given my episodes. I share some of the things that I love and we learn about random things together. And we grow from learning these things and having the little self realizations. Uh, sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but also it made me feel some type of way because some of the realizations that I have are like, wow, damn. All right, I should probably actually take a moment to think about this. But don't ask me for any specific examples because I can't think of any. But I know I've had some, especially in the earlier episodes. But anyway, let's start at the. Hmm? Getting a little ahead of myself. Let's start with the word of the day. The word genius word of the day for today. Oh my god, it's Friday the 13th, by the way. Holy cow. I remember and I forget. I remember and I forget. Wow, the squirrel brain goes crazy. Anyway, happy Friday the 13th. It's September, Friday the 13th. Oh my goodness. Anyway, word genius word of the day is desultory. I didn't know how to pronounce that until I hit the little pronunciation button. So, also never heard this word before. There's two definitions. One, lacking a plan, purpose, or enthusiasm of conversation or speech. Going constantly from one subject to another in a half-hearted way, unfocused. What the freak? Why? I feel so targeted right now. I feel like that's how I felt for the last couple word of the days too. But you know what? It's pretty accurate because, like I say in my intro, I talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be in the moment, given the way that I say it, but when I think about it, I'd rather it be in the moment. Or maybe I'm just telling myself that. I don't know. But I like that it's very sporadic and in the moment because you really don't know what you're going to get. You can plan as much as you want, but that doesn't mean that it's going to turn out the way that you planned. And so, with that in mind, I feel like it kind of drives me to just be sporadic anyway, because if I don't have a plan, I can't really be disappointed by the plan, you know? But also, maybe there should be some kind of standard and like little, I don't want to say regulation, but you know, uh, just a plan, I guess. Scratching my head trying to think of the words, but I think plan. On the second definition is occurring randomly or occasionally. Much like my podcast, like the times in which I record and upload these episodes random, but they're also occasional because it's once a week on Fridays typically. That's the goal. My goals for this podcast don't really have money. Just say the intro, have fun, post on Friday. Yeah. Anyway, let's read the examples of desultory in a sentence. The first one reads as follows. The conversation at the party became more desultory as the night wore on. Okay. The second one says, Evelyn had a habit of popping in on her friends in a desultory manner. Very random or occasional. Okay. This word stems from the Latin desultorius, meaning superficial, literally, quote, relating to a vaulter, End quote. Okay. That comes from desultor, meaning vaulter, from the verb deslire, desolar, desolar. Desultory stems from the Latin. Excuse me. Desultory stems from the Latin adjective desultorius. In ancient times, this term was used to refer to a desultor, a circus performer whose primary trick was to leap from one horse to another and another without stopping. Okay, talent. Damn, that's also kind of dangerous. Can you imagine? Well, jumping from or leaping from one horse and you miscalculate, you don't leap far enough and you fall and you startle the horse and the horse just tramples onto you. Talk about a not so fun way to go. Or even just get hurt. Especially if it's when was this? Ancient times, you're getting trampled by a horse, baby. You don't got no Tylenol. You ain't got that morphine to ease the pain, baby. You raw dogging the pain. Who we? I'm saying this as if, well, I'm saying this as if I take like painkillers regularly or anything like that. I don't. Tylenol and I know of her. She knows of me, I guess. I don't really take her like that. We're not besties. But I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Well, whatever. I feel like it's become so normal for people to just pop a Tylenol every day, or maybe not every day, but very frequently. I feel like people take like Advil, Tylenol for their pain, which isn't bad on occasion, but I mean, again, I'm no. Well, I said again. I never said this in this episode. I'm not a medical professional, so take it with a grain of salt. But I don't know. There's just something that doesn't feel so right about regularly taking painkillers like that. I feel like you're just masking the pain, covering it up, making it tolerable, maybe, when really you should be getting to the source. But also, it's tough given, uh, well, it all depends, but it depends on the context. Depends on you and your life and all that. But in America, healthcare, goes crazy, baby. That shit's expensive. So it's cheaper in the long run for a lot of people to just go and pop a Tylenol as opposed to go to the doctor and figure out why they have these aches and pains and figure out how they can ease that pain for the long term, not just for a day or a week or two, for the long term. But that care can be too expensive for some, if not most, probably most. In this economy, let's be real here. Let's be real here. It's probably most. Excuse me. That yawn was a sign of my body telling me to shut the freak up. Shut the freak up and find something else to talk about. Excuse me. I don't know if anyone else can relate right now at this point in time. Summer is ending. The fall is coming. When is the first day of fall? I think is like the 21st of September. 20th, 21st. Let's see. First day of fall. Oh, yep. All I typed in was first, and Google knew exactly what I was looking for. September 22nd, 2024. We're getting there, baby. 9 days until fall starts. OMG. The first day of fall is Sunday, September 22nd, 2024, the same day as the autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Oh, so 22nd or 23rd for the fall equinox. For some reason, I thought that it was like 20th or 21st or 22nd. No, did I say 20th or 21st? But I think I was thinking of the spring and summer equinox. Uh, mm, is that what it's called? I didn't know freaking scrolled that far down. Jeez. Yeah, I think it's called the spring and summer equinox. My body said, talk about something else. Whenever I yawn, whenever I yawn and I'm talking on here on the podcast, I take it as my body's sign to shut the freak up and find something else to talk about. But I came into this not knowing what I was going to talk about today, so there's that. But when I was doing my little warm ups, I was using this filter that makes you look like a snail or a slug. And I was wondering, like, what even are snails and slugs? What are they classified as? Because, I mean, animal, sure, we're all animals. Well, if you're not, like a plant, you're either a plant or an animal, or it's giving elementary school science. There are different classifications or matter, whatever. Anyway, what are snails? Because I was thinking about it. I was like, they're not insects. Animal, sure, but there has to be some kind of like further classification, right? And this is what Google has to say. Slugs and snails are invertebrates in the animal kingdom. Oh, okay. Phylum Mollusca slugs and huh? Oh, sorry. Phylum Mollusca slugs and snails are in the Mollusca phylum. Why phrase it like that? The Mollusca phylum is the second largest of all phyla. Mollusks can be terrestrial or aquatic. Okay, so they're mollusca. Very interesting. Very interesting. What does that mean? Well, yeah. I know they're animals. Which is what I said. Class. Snails are part of the class Gastropoda, which also includes slugs. Most gastropods. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, Gastropoda. Gastropoda? How would you pronounce that? Ah, shoot. Can I get the pronunciation? I don't like when I Google a word and, well, I guess if I put definition at the end. I did say it right. Gastropoda. Okay, period. Look at me. A large class of mollusks, which includes snails, slugs, whelks, and all terrestrial kinds. They have a large muscular foot or movement and in many kinds, a single asymmetrical spiral shell. Okay. Okay. And goodness, I forgot what I was saying. Like, oh, because I wanted to figure out if I was pronouncing that right. Snails are part of the gastropoda, which also includes slugs. Most gastropods have a coiled shell that they can withdraw their bodies into, but slugs have evolved to lack a shell. This allows slugs to squeeze into small spaces and maneuver more easily. Good for them. They said, I don't need a home on my back, baby. I don't need that little bit of protection, baby. I'm alright. I got it. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. Shout out to Keith Lee. He doesn't need a shout out from me, but he's done good work. The food that he eats, at least from what I've seen, looks so yummy. I haven't seen or heard from him in a hot minute. I'm saying this as if I keep in touch with him, baby. I don't even think I actually follow his account on TikTok, but I can't check because if I do, the recording's gonna stop. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I keep on yawning, baby, getting tired, baby. Keep on getting bored or whatever I'm saying, baby. Mm-mm-mm, 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 mm-mm-mm. Sorry, I decided to open up Twitter and started reading some stuff. Mostly to try to find something for me to yap about, but sorry, but also oh, also it was like out of habit. My I think, my goodness, what the freak was that? I think I got a little too caught up. Excuse me, in the tweet. I feel so out of it right now. Like I don't know what to talk about. I'm also in my in my corner actually, where my profile. I was gonna say profile picture, where my podcast picture was taken. The corner of my bedroom. I'm literally in Kaylin's corner, surrounded by my squishmallows and plushies in the comfort of my bed. Very happy, very grateful to be here. Even though I don't know what I want to talk about. Oops. It's still very nice, very fun. Do I have any updates I would like to share with you guys of the internet on my life? I went to the Guatemalan festival recently here in Providence, Rhode Island. It was in the same place as the Dominican festival, actually, in Roger Williams Park. I don't ask me exactly where because I can't. I couldn't tell you the name of the location precisely, but if you know, you know, and if not, Google can help you because I low-key don't want to look it up myself because I know I'm gonna get sidetracked. But it was nice. There were a lot of people there. I feel like there were more people at the Guatemalan festival than there were at the Dominican festival, low key. Or maybe it's because this time around I went, well, I say this time around, but for this festival I went a little bit later in the day. And I feel like later on is when there's you're at like the peak amount of people because yeah, there's like a certain duration. Like it's supposed to go on until 7 p.m. I think we got there maybe like closer to 5, like 4:30 to 5ish. However, when I went to the Dominican festival, we were already there by like 4:30 and left maybe like 5:30, but we were there for the ending of it. And even towards the end, there were a lot of people, but middle of the, I don't know if it was really the middle, but like when I got there were a lot, so many people, but it was cool. It was nice. The vibes were great. I'm not Guatemalan, but it was cool to see all the Guatemalan people wearing, I don't know, like the, mhm, I'm losing the words. I'm losing the words. Wearing the Guatemalan flag on their shirts and their attire. And their attire. What the freak? Anyway. And the dances and stuff. It was really nice. It was really nice. I do wish I would have walked around a bit more, but I still enjoyed my time there. And I'm still astonished at the amount of people that were there. I know it's not all Guatemalans because, well, I, for example, am not Guatemalan and still attended because it's something to do, something to immerse myself in, and I do like to observe. That's one thing about me. When I'm outside, if I'm in a new place, a new event, something I haven't experienced before, I'm observing just about the whole time. Why? I don't know. I do. What the? Hello? Interesting. Sorry, got an interesting notification. Mm. I'm not really enjoying this podcast episode. I've yawned probably like 5 times already, and I don't feel like I'm saying anything too profound. Not that I say profound things in every episode that I record and upload, but it's 11:11. But I do feel like, I don't know, it's kind of meh. Like what am I doing here right now? What am I saying? What the freak is even going on? Maybe I'm just a little too self-aware right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. I don't know what it was that I said that triggered me to say that, but sorry. I opened up Twitter again. There's a painting. Well, it looks to be a painting of a cat biting a shark, and they're both in the water, mind you. And then there's a ship that's sinking in the background. And the caption is this real? Is is it real? That's me thinking about the um that Vine where the woman there's a woman being recorded and there's like a fake mouse on a pack of soda, I think it is. I don't know. Somewhere random in a grocery store. And the woman's passing by and she looks and she sees the mouse and she's like, "What's that?" And she goes back and then she lowers her glasses and she's like, is it real? Oh, why did I say it like that? I don't know. We got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ham, corn. You name it. Me singing the Thanksgiving song when Halloween is right around the corner. We gotta be thinking about Halloween. Spooky season is here. She's here. Actually, I love the spooky season, but you know, I low key don't do anything too crazy, too special for Halloween. The last few years, I've just had work. I've had to work on Halloween. But this year, I definitely want to do something and not go to work. Because fuck that. Ugh. All these people coming in getting mad because we don't have the quote unquote good candy left. Who told you to wait until the day of to come in and get candy? Like, be so for real. It's on the same date every year, but you chose the day of and thought you were gonna get the good candy. Sorry, the Snickers and Reese's are gone. Buy some Laffy Taffies or something. Nothing against Laffy Taffies though. I do like me a nice Laffy Taffy. However, would I go out of my way to purchase a Laffy Taffy? Probably not. Like, I want some candy. Let me get a Laffy Taffy. Hold that thought. I was gonna say, hold that thought, turn around, and go back from which you came. Don't talk to me ever again. That sounds very harsh. It's not that serious. I like Laffy Taffies. But if that's your go to sweet treat, I'm gonna look at you differently. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, of all the candy that there is, of all the different ways to consume sugar in the form of candy, you're gonna choose a Laffy Taffy? You can. That's perfectly okay. That's perfectly fine. And I know that and I understand that. But why? I just need someone whose favorite candy is Laffy Taffy to explain to me why they like Laffy Taffy so much. Is it because of the joke on the wrapper? Because I could tell you a joke and give you a piece of candy. No, I'm not gonna take the Laffy Taffy's job. There's no need for this Laffy Taffy slander. I literally like Laffy Taffies. I promise. I promise. I think my favorite. Well, let's look. Excuse me. Let's look up the Laffy Taffy flavors, huh? Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. The Laffy Taffy, girl, shake that. Are there really only 4 Laffy Taffy flavors? Let's be serious right now. Let's be serious right now. There's a blue one? Wait a minute. Wait, so I'm on Google Images. I think the classic 3 flavors, because the first picture that comes up is cherry, sour apple, and banana. I think cherry. Well, this is my bias coming out. I've always loved the cherry flavored candies. Just in general, cherry flavored candies, cherry flavored things. I love her. Cherry scented things. Love her. But I think it's also because growing up my favorite color used to be red. So I would always go for the red candies and not the cinnamon ones though. Oh my god, I would get so mad when I would pick up like a little candy in a wrapper and thinking it was a cherry flavored one and it was the cinnamon one. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Like hello? What the freak is wrong with you? You could have given me a warning. You just watched me pick that up and put it in my mouth, and you were like, "Yeah, she must love those things." No, I thought it was cherry flavored. Anyway, but let's see. Laffy Taffy flavors. They have sour apple, blue raspberry, banana, cherry, and grape. I can't say that I've ever tried a blue raspberry Laffy Taffy. This looks brand spanking new to me. Although I'm pretty confident that I've tried the other 4. Bananas. Banana Laffy Taffy is good. I don't think it's my favorite though. Cherry Laffy Taffy is good. Actually, I don't know if I've tried grape Laffy Taffy. Very interesting. Sour apple Laffy Taffy is good too. But I think cherry is my favorite. I want to try the blue raspberry one though. I do have a little bit of a bias when it comes to colorful candy, I guess you can say. Because like when it comes to like lollipops and well things like Laffy Taffies, Skills even. I don't know if it's so much the flavor that I like more or the fact that it's my favorite color. Because growing up, when I would have a bag of Skittles, I would save the red ones for last because, well, the red ones were my favorite. But looking or thinking back on it now, I'm not sure if they were my favorite because I actually enjoyed the taste more than the other colors or other flavors. See, or if it's because it was my favorite color. So that's a bit interesting to think about. To me, anyway. I don't know. But now I have that bias when it comes to blue candies because blue is my favorite color. And so I like the blue candies. Although not all blue candy is good blue candy, but actually, maybe I'm just saying that. I haven't really had a blue candy in a while. But candy's bad for you anyway, baby. But you live and you learn. Well, you live and you learn. Yeah, I guess. That's not what I was thinking about saying. I was thinking about saying live a little bit. Live a little bit. Like, you're gonna die eventually anyway, so why not have a little treat? Why not have a little treat? Actually, I'm wearing a shirt right now that reads, "Please don't bother me. I'm on my way to get a little treat." And I love it. It has a picture of some cookies and what looks to be an well, yeah, iced beverage. I was gonna say iced coffee, but it's just a beverage. It doesn't have to be coffee. That's me making that assumption. But iced coffee and cookies, is that really like a good combo? I don't I can't say I've had it, so I'm not 100% sure. Body's getting bored of this conversation. But actually, sorry, I just had to let out a little stretch cuz getting a little bit tired, gotta stretch a little bit. Anyway, I'm not un- sorry. I'm not much of a coffee drinker myself. I believe I've said this in episodes prior, maybe not. I'll reiterate anyway. I don't drink coffee really. On occasion, I would, but it's been a hot minute since I've had coffee. When I would drink coffee, though, I would like me a nice little frappuccino, a little blended beverage, or iced coffee. Cause hot coffee, mm, she's just not. She's not my go-to. Not my go-to. Thank you. When it comes to when it comes to me and drinks, I prefer a cold beverage over a hot one. Even like hot chocolate or chocolate milk. Actually, no, I think I'd take the hot chocolate over the chocolate milk. actually. Because chocolate milk is it's okay. Mm, but hot chocolate, yum. But that's only on occasion, like coming inside from the cold on a oof snowy winter day. Yeah, let me paint the picture for you, huh? Look, just came inside from having a snowball fight. Mom's making hot chocolate on the stove. You take your winter gear off outside in the front because you don't want to track any snow in the house and make some puddles, leave a little wet trail, and you sit in the kitchen with your mug of hot chocolate. And if you're lucky, some pan dulce to eat with it, dip it in the hot chocolate. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Sorry, feeling a little nostalgic now. Damn. Now I want hot chocolate and pan dulce. What the freak? What the freak? I said, ooh, baby. Baby, I love you. You're my everything. Uh. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. So I scrolled a little too far on my phone's homepage, and Google is giving me some article recommendations. And a couple of episodes ago, I don't know if it was the last episode or not, but within the last 3 episodes, I talked about this movie that I watched recently called The Black Phone. And apparently, there's gonna be The Black Phone 2. I didn't realize. Well, there's a sequel to the first one. I guess I could have said that a little bit easier. Sorry, got a little interrupted there. But yeah, it says that. Oh, wait, I didn't. Oh, damn. Sorry, I got excited. I started to skip ahead. It says Damian Beecher joins the cast of The Black Phone 2. That's so exciting. But okay, so it says Universal and Blumhouse will release The Black Phone 2 in theaters on October 17th, 2025. And Deadline reports tonight that Damian Beecher, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, he's from The Nun, has joined the cast. And it's a picture of him. It looks like he played a priest or something. Not 100% sure. But that's so exciting. I do wonder what the storyline for The Black Phone 2 is gonna be. Like, is somebody else gonna move into that house and have the same tendencies as the guy who lived there originally? Ooh, you know what? I could see that. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched the movie or doesn't know what I'm talking about. But, ooh, oh, okay. Hold on, sorry, I kept scrolling through these articles and I saw, ooh, sorry, and I saw something else that caught my eye. But no, there's nothing for me to finish because I said I don't want to spoil it for anyone who wants to watch it or doesn't know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't watched The Black Phone and you're into horror movies, thrillers, it's not really horror, it's more of like a thriller movie. Scary thriller. Goodness me, goodness me. Um I should put my phone on D&D because this is getting a little bit frustrating. Anyway, I do recommend The Black Phone. I talked about it in in a episode. Not 100% sure which one it was though. But the next article that caught my eye was Black Clover achieved something One Piece never could, and it proves why the former series deserves more praise, which I feel like is quite the statement to make. But I it caught my eye. It caught my eye. I don't want to go on and read this entire article on here because I know, well, I'm gonna get a little caught up, but definitely something for me to read later. It's so funny because I was thinking about Black Clover just the other day. I think it was yesterday. It's like I miss watching stuff low key as well, like watching stuff meaning like watching an actual show as opposed to me watching Instagram reels and TikToks and things. That's where a lot of my time gets spent if I'm not mm, doing something like doing something else, like working, walking my dog, day to day things in my free time as opposed to watching a movie or a show. I tend to just scroll on social media, not, excuse me, not necessarily putting anything out there, but just consuming the things that are already out there, which mm, I feel like isn't the best use of my time. But I don't know, sometimes it's just in passing. Sometimes I end up getting stuck. Like, I'm watching a video in the car and then I'm on my way up, still finishing said video, and then I get stuck on the app, whatever app it may be, just watching more and more videos, more and more videos. Ugh. Yeah, that's yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. I don't know. I'm not feeling very happy with the outcome of this week's episode. Why? Because I feel like I'm just yapping about random things. And I know that's what I do on here. I just yap to yap because I can. So why not? But it doesn't feel very fulfilling, not in this moment. I do have my moments or my episodes where I'm yapping about random stuff just to yap about it or because it piqued my interest and I feel like it would be fun to talk about and get some feedback on, see what other people are thinking about it. But I feel like I'm just yapping on endlessly about a whole lot of nothing. It's not very fulfilling, not very fun for me, but I don't know why I feel this way or what exactly to do to change it. Like what would I rather be talking about? What would I rather be talking about right now? Besides my own disappointment in myself. Or maybe I'm holding myself to a regard that's a little bit too high, standard too high. What should I be talking about? I don't know. Talk about anything and everything that comes to mind. What's on my mind right now? What is on my mind right now? Things that I will not talk about on the internet. At least not in this moment, anyway. I don't know. I said, ooh, baby. Babe, I love you. You're my everything. Babe, I love you. You're my everything. Actually, I do have something I want to talk about. Kind of, I did this on a whim. Yesterday, what was I doing when I thought about this? I was doing some writing, some journaling, and I got the idea of creating an Instagram account called Kaylin's Kaptures, and captures beginning with a K, of course, because it's like Kaylin's Korner. I love the alliteration, and since it has the same beginning sound, I can just change the C to a K. I don't know what the freak that sound is outside, but it's super loud and it's starting to piss me off because I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna stop for a little bit, but I'll just talk over it. Hopefully, oh, it did stop. Yay. Anyway, I created uh, excuse me. I created an Instagram account last night called Kaylin's Captures, and I'm gonna use that account to post pictures like unedited, just raw picture, snap and post. It's basically me capturing the moment and just sharing it online because well, I have come to this realization quite a long time ago that I take a lot of pictures and I don't edit and post them, or I just don't post them, period. Because not that I feel like I should edit them beforehand, but my Instagram account that I post my photography on is called virtually editing. So I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose. Well, not defeats the purpose, but it's a little. I want to say hypocritical, but like I feel like that's also not the right word. But I feel like you're. Hopefully, you can pick up what I'm putting down. uh, but it feels like a little backhanded almost to just post the raw pictures on my editing account when it's not edited. Like, hello, hello. But I don't always feel so inclined to go and edit my pictures, not like I used to. I had a bit more enthusiasm. I was gonna say back in my younger years, but I guess yeah, that you can. That's something I can say. You know, we were all younger once before, but maybe in my earlier photography days, I would get so excited after taking pictures and would edit them basically immediately. And I'd post them, I'd share them, whether it was on Instagram or Twitter or on my, well, stories weren't really a thing then. But yeah, or on Visco. OMG. I was a Visco girly before Visco girlies were popular. Ew, I hate that I said that, but it's true. When I was in high school, Visco was my main editing tool. I also used to use Pixar, but that was more so for like the photoshopping aspect of it, adding stickers and erasing things, clone stamping, all that fun jazz. But I was a Visco girly through and through. I used those filters, and I even had a friend, an internet friend. OMG, shout out to Sammy. She bought me a Google Play gift card so I could buy some of the filters on Visco. And so I did. Like, hello, why? Hello, why wouldn't? Oh my god, listen, enthralled. Is that the right? Did I use that word right? Now I gotta Google it because I feel silly anyway having to Google it, but capture the fascination, attention. I guess in a way because my options were so I had more options after buying the filters, of course, because there are free filters. I'm pretty sure it's hard to say now because I have the filters that I purchased, but I'm pretty sure there were free filters and then filters that you can buy. At the time, I am pretty sure I had all of the filters that were available. Like, that's how much. Oh my god, shout out to Sammy. Love her. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, I used to upload my pictures on there and I even have some posted on my on my Visco account still from like 2015 and yep, 2016. 2016. How far back can I go? Oh yeah, no, August 1st, 2015. The first edit that I have posted on my Visco account. If you're interested in looking, my account on Visco is Kaylin521. I don't have that many pictures on here, but a decent amount. I've always been super critical of myself and my work. So I would take a lot of pictures, as I've stated many a times before, but I don't always share them. I don't always edit them. So there's that. And a lot of the times I would edit pictures. Sometimes I wouldn't post them. It's like, I don't really like this edit actually, or this picture just isn't. I think it's because I would stare at it for so long that I would lose that bit of enthusiasm or courage even to post it. To this day, it's still something that I battle, I guess you can say. I have so many pictures in my gallery, so many edits on here. Don't really post them. Sometimes I feel like I should just give someone my phone and have them go through my edits and just post them for me. Because then it's like, oh, well, it's already out there. The freak am I gonna do? Could I delete it? Sure. But like I said, it's already out there. So why not just leave it there? You know? But I was walking my dog yesterday and I saw a hawk. Pretty sure that's what this thing is. Hold on, let me Google image. Yes, ma'am, it's a hawk, and it looks like it doesn't look like it didn't look like it was full grown to me. It looked like it was maybe like a teen or something. I'm saying this as if I study these birds. But I know hawks to be big, maybe because it was so far away from me on a power line that I was underestimating the size of them, but it looked to be like a young bird. So, yeah. I also took a bunch of pictures of the moon. She looked so pretty. She was out and it was only like 6:30. And I know that the moon during different phases of its cycle, you'll be able to see it during different times of the day. That's some days you can wake up at 7 in the morning and the moon will be up, but just depends on the phase and whatnot. But I was surprised to see her, pleasantly surprised. She looked stunning, and it was low key that picture that made me want to, or the thought of that picture that made me want to create another Instagram account called Kaylin's Kaptures. And so I did. It's going to be an account dedicated to me posting pictures that capture the moment, I guess. Cuz there are a lot of pictures that I take that feel kind of random sometimes, but sometimes there's like just a little scene that catches my eye. The way that the light shines through the trees, or the way that these flowers have sprouted. They just look so beautiful, so stunning. And so I capture that moment. Because even though I pass by the same bush of flowers, even though I could pass by the same bush of flowers every walk I take with my dog, doesn't mean that they're going to look the same every time I pass by them. They're going to grow and flourish, and eventually they're going to wither and dry out. So that scene, the way that it looks, the way that the sun is shining on them, or lack thereof, the way that the bees are sat on them or buzzing around them is very unique in that moment. And so I like to capture it because I think it looks beautiful. And so that's what that account is going to be for me. I will have it linked. It'll be another account that I have linked on my podcast episodes now. So if you are interested in that, feel free to follow. I'd very much appreciate it. She's brand spanking new. I only have one picture posted, and it's because when I was creating the account, all the social media apps are trying to be like one another. Instagram doing stories like Snapchat did, and Instagram wanting you to post your profile picture. Well, maybe it's just because I had just created the account. but I selected a picture to make it my profile picture. And they were like, post this picture, like make it your first post. And I was like, sure, why not? And so I did. But yeah, I did make it pretty late last night. I think it was like midnight when I when I went and made the account and post. Oh, 11:25. Actually. Ooh. My stomach growled, baby. I'm getting hungry. It's lunchtime anyway. Oh, I hope you can't hear her. She's being a little rude right now. I know you're hungry, baby. We're gonna get there. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry. But yeah, that's me. A little update on my life. Me just yapping away. My stomach is being annoying. So I'm gonna end this episode here and go have me a little snack or something. I feel like this episode was a bit all over the place, kind of annoyingly random, but it's just me yapping, chatting, chit chatting, whatever. uh, Either way, I do hope you enjoyed listening to me in this episode. I hope you got something from this, and I hope that you can enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, bye.